Tangled tale is on the pages of this next book, as the spider very much wants the next guest in his web to be a pretty little fly.
"Will you walk into my parlor?" said the spider to the fly. "'Tis the prettiest little parlor that ever you did spy."
This wild, dancing man is Tony DiTerlizzi, the illustrator who drew and painted all of the pictures for The Spider and the Fly. Tony grew up in Florida and recently returned to spend a day with a class at Highlands Elementary School near Orlando.
The Spider and Fly was already written, so all I did was illustrate it. I didn't write it. Now, it was written over 100 years ago.
Because the book was written so long ago, and because the story is so creepy, Tony decided he would make the pages look old. No color, just black and white.
Instead of making the spider's parlor a web, which is what it seemed like the text would say, I wanted to make it something different. So I made it an old dollhouse. And I thought that was kind of neat and kind of clever. And so really, as the poem progresses, you go through different rooms of his house until you ultimately get to the parlor at the end. I made like the ladybug footstool, the fireflies became lanterns throughout the house. He's got the heads mounted on the wall of various bugs, and he's got this giant beetle throw rug.
At first, the fly cannot be tricked. But watch out! The spider is sly.
For the spider, I knew that he was kind of this dastardly do-bad guy that would, like, you know, be playing with his mustache.
How do you draw like small things like that?
I use a really tiny brush that only has like a few hairs, and I just get in really close on top of it, and I just do it really, really small.
How did you use computers to make your books?
First, I painted the background. In this case, the headstone. Notice there's no ghost bugs, right? They're not there. Then what we did is we scanned them into the computer, and we used a computer program called Photoshop. It's not too hard. We cut the bugs out, and there we were able to make them kind of see-through too. Take a lesson from this tale of the spider and the fly.
2003 Caldecott Honor book, The Spider and the Fly, written in England nearly 200 years ago, illustrated just recently by Tony DiTerlizzi.